One of the hottest topics in World of Tanks in 2020 has definitely been wheeled vehicles. Topic called wheeled light tanks in this game. What player base wants is wheeled vehicles being reworked, rebalanced, retuned, tweaked. And when I say it that way, I am saying it politely, because what a player base actually wants is straight out nerfing wheeled vehicles, wheeled light tanks like EBR 105, EBR 90, Lynx as well maybe. But EBR 105 is the main problem. It is dominating every single light tank, it is dominating every single battle actually, even ranked battles. Wargaming went so far, they balanced the ranked battles, matchmaking limiting only one EBR per team, and when one team has one EBR, the enemy team must have EBR 105 as well. They went that far. They have never done that to any specific vehicle before, at least to my knowledge. Correct me in the comment section if I forget something super obvious. And if you are one of those players who wants to see this happening, then please stay tuned, because in today's episode, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to talk about all this and even more. Changes, rebalance to the wheeled vehicles. For the start, let's read what Wargaming is saying. During this stream with the developers, we announced that we are working on the rebalancing for wheeled vehicles. Today we want to talk about the planned changes. Oh, quite intriguing indeed. Description of the problem. So, let's start from the root, right? One of the key problems for most players is that wheeled vehicles survive for too long despite being under massive enemy fire while actively spotting, under massive enemy fire and receiving shots at the same time. This is due both their small size and their high mobility and dynamics. Another aspect is that wheeled vehicles are almost impossible to immobilize because they do not stop when their suspension is damaged. Instead, they simply slow down a bit, a little. The effect of damaged wheels on wheeled dynamics is relatively low. For a noticeable effect, several wheels should be damaged. Yes, it works only if you knock out, let's say, 6 wheels out of 8, then the mobility is almost dead. Not to zero, almost to zero. All this creates a situation in which a player, in order to effectively engage a wheeled vehicle, should fully focus on a single objective at the cost of ignoring the other aspects of the battle or forgetting other missions. A small window for causing damage to wheeled vehicles. You actually get a really tiny small window, and you have to be lucky at the same time, because your RNG, RNG plays a huge role hitting those vehicles as well. A small window for causing damage, the difficulty of making an accurate shot, and other random factors, exactly, make destroying a wheeled vehicle a non-trivial task. If we assume that the opponent is a very experienced player who can maximize all the advantages of a wheeled vehicle, then it becomes very difficult to counter this vehicle type. 100% true so far. In order to balance the vehicle or wheeled vehicles and reduce their survivability, we want to do the following. Number 1, increase the effect of damage to the suspension to cause the vehicle's behavior to change, slowing it down more. Slightly reduce the characteristics of the immobilized vehicle by reducing their firepower and mobility at the same time. Alright. And you know what, because today's topic is so hot, so long awaited topic, so many players wanted to see it being happening, I want to make it even better. And I am going to make it even better by giving away, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for it? I am going to give away 30,000 gold in today's episode on the top of those hot, juicy, long-awaited news. You can say thank you to yourself, ladies and gentlemen, because you did it. Our sponsors were happy enough to back yet another giveaway over here on this channel, and today 30,000 gold is up for grab. This is all. I'm doing all of this to celebrate World of Tanks 10th anniversary, to make it so big, so memorable over here on this channel called Des Games, and with my little community over here. Absolutely fantastic thing to give away gold. So before I'm going to say what you have to do, let's hear a quick word from our sponsor today. Have you already found new friends or clanmates from the world's biggest social dating app called Raid Shadow Legends, which is played by millions of players around the world?
It's free.
And who is responsible for this massive giveaway once again? So quick clapping action, ladies and gentlemen. Or have you been too busy already fighting in dungeons, raids, arenas, or busy dominating different tournaments, collecting valuable rewards, and all those things? Well, you know, I have been giving out tips how to rank up champs, how to level them up, and so on, but now the main question is who to rank up in the first place, because you do not want to waste your resources. Resource management is key, actually. This is where the community comes in. There are awesome guys on YouTube about every single champ basically, but my go-to guide when choosing who to rank up next is Chosen's Ultimate Champion tier list, which gives you all the information you need. Which champion is the best for arenas, for different dungeons like Ice Columns Peak or Fire Knight, who are good for campaigns and so on. It has everything in it. Definitely recommending to take a look before ranking up anyone. Saves you a lot of time and resources. So get yourself going, and if you are a new player, check the link in the description, which gives you 1 day of experience booster, 1 energy refill, 100,000 silver, and 1 adjudicator champion on the top. Just pick your rewards up in the next 30 days from your inbox and you are good to go. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen, yet another set of gold is up for grab. 30,000 gold in total from this episode. I actually haven't announced my previous giveaway winners yet as well. I am going to do that together with this one at the end of the month, ladies and gentlemen, so you still have time to enter into my previous giveaway, which is a win for you. But 30,000 gold from today's episode, all you have to do for that is simple. Just let me know what you think about those changes to the wheeled vehicles. Do you want to see more? Do you want to see less? Are you happy with those things after watching today's episode? And if you leave a like, you are going to make me happy, you are going to make sponsors happy, maybe they are going to back more giveaways in the future, we'll see. So far, we have been able to give away close to 150, well actually over 150,000 gold worth of stuff. Hopefully we can do that more in the future. So smash the like button, and if you subscribe, you are going to make me happy, because I would like to support people who are supporting me at the same time. Ladies and gentlemen, that is all. Let's move on with the episode. So, adjusting the mechanics. Let's have a look. We want to approach the problem described above from 2 different angles, from 2 different directions. First, we will make changes to the mechanics of causing damage to wheels. Previously, a damaged wheel affected only the dynamics, not the current speed of the vehicle. So, you kept moving without losing speed. The damaged wheels wouldn't affect the behavior of the vehicle too much, but if you slow down, for example when making a quick turn, the damaged wheel would cause lower dynamics, making it more difficult to build up speed again. But still you were able to maneuver, you were able to do those 69G turns without any problem. And by the way, I have a little comparison clip as well comparing the old version to the new version, so stay tuned in a second. We want to test the adjustment of this mechanic. Now, if the wheels are damaged, both vehicle dynamics and speed will noticeably decrease. Damage to a drive wheel will reduce the overall power to the vehicle, and damage to a traction wheel will affect the speed. Considering that almost all wheeled vehicles in the game have all-wheel drive, damage to any wheel, both retracted and lowered, will cause a reduction in dynamics. However, the speed of the vehicle will decrease only when the damaged wheel are currently touching the ground. Okay, so if you hit the middle 2 wheels, both sides, you know you have 4 per side. If you hit those metal wheels in the middle, speed is not going to decrease if those wheels are up. This is how I can understand it at least. Moreover, damage to the first wheel will have the greatest impact on the vehicle speed and dynamics. So if you damage something when EBR is driving forward, straight at you basically, or straight away from you, and if you damage the wheel, then it has the biggest or the greatest impact. For each subsequent damaged wheel, the overall effect will increase, but less abruptly. Something a word like that. A simple example. The EBR 105 moves at 95 km per hour. After taking damage to the first wheel, it quickly loses speed to 68 km per hour. and after taking damage to another wheel, the speed drops down to 52 km per hour. This will make the vehicle much more vulnerable, thereby reducing its chance of survival when under heavy enemy fire. And here is the clip, ladies and gentlemen. Here you can see the comparison when hit or when one or another wheel is damaged. What is the speed? Basically the same example I just showed you. So when frontal wheel, which is touching the ground, gets damaged, drops down to 67, and when another wheel gets damaged, drops down to 62. And you can see the comparison to the previous version, which was quite ridiculous. Previously, it was so annoying if you did hit the wheel and nothing happened. And then if you did hit the second wheel, it slowly started losing mobility. It was so annoying. Like, I have had so many moments where my 150 plus millimeter shell hits EBR straight into the wheels or straight into the side. Absolutely nothing happened. No mobility lost, only one wheel damaged. No mobility lost whatsoever. But now things are a bit different at least. So, rebalancing technical characteristics. Let's have a read. The second aspect of the test changes to the wheeled vehicles is the rebalance of their technical characteristics. We want to slightly decrease the gun handling parameters, as well as the acceleration and top speed of some vehicles. Our goal is to maintain the distinctive gameplay of wheeled vehicles without causing them to reassemble a branch of tracked light tanks. A branch of tracked light tanks. We expect that the small decrease in the technical characteristics in combination with the changes to the mechanic of causing damage to the wheels and lowering the mobility a lot more will have a sufficient effect on reducing the battle performance of these vehicles. You can find the list of changes below. Please note the adjustments are not final and everything is subject to change, ladies and gentlemen, as always. And let's start with EBR 90. Reverse speed in the rapid mode from 85 down to 83. And engine power from 580 to 560. This is Tier 9 wheeled vehicle EBR 90. And now EBR 105. For the start, dispersion during hull movement from 0.06 up to 0.08, which is still amazingly awesome. Dispersion on hull traverse from 0.06 up to 0.08, which is still amazing. Dispersion on turret traverse from 0.03 up to 0.04. Okay, nice. Aiming time from 1.2 seconds up to 1.4 seconds, which is still amazing. View range from 350 down to 340, which is nice. Engine power from 750 down to 720. Top speed in the rapid mode from 95 down to 91. Reverse speed in the rapid mode from 70 down to 65. And chance of engine fire from 0.1 up to 0.15. Changes to the wheeled vehicles, ladies and gentlemen. Accuracy, gun handling is still going to be amazing, just slightly less amazing, right? Slightly less amazing, I would say, is the correct term to use over here, but still amazing. View range, minus 10 meters, okay. Nice. Top speed, okay. Nice. But still, it is going to be able to drive around the battlefield like a lunatic. With all working wheels, it still is. Still, the mobility, how it is glued to the ground, is the best feature on any vehicle. On any wheeled vehicle, especially. This is the issue over here as well. But those are the changes planned for EBR at the moment, together with the mobility decreasement. Let me know, what do you think about this one? Is that enough, or would you like to see more? Would you like to see less? Maybe this is too much in your opinion. Please let me know in the comments down below. Conclusion. We believe that such changes will affect the overall performance of the wheeled vehicles in battles. The role of the vehicles won't change. They will remain effective at active scouting, the best at it, but they will cause less damage to enemies. Well, They are not causing less damage to enemies. You didn't lower the alpha damage, you didn't lower the DPM, you didn't do anything to the HE round. They are going to do exactly the same damage. In my opinion, the gun handling is still going to be amazing. They are still going to do the same damage what you did. Those vehicles are slightly easier to kill now, slightly easier to hit, to damage now, from now on. This is the biggest thing over here. I wouldn't even mention the less damage to enemies, because, especially from a distance, like, I don't know, and lose a little from their dynamics and top speed. You will have to play more carefully in these vehicles, yes, you will have to play more carefully, but the best, the most annoying, like the top EBR players were not those suicide scouts who usually died in the first couple minutes. The best EBR players were annoying throughout the battle. They know how to stay sneaky, they know how to do the boom and zoom tactics. So you definitely have to play more carefully, and the consequences of taking damage will be more serious than they are now. Please note that this is only the first test of iteration of the planned changes. Note that all the above adjustments are not final. We look forward to your feedback. So they're looking forward to our feedback. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know in the comments down below your opinion about this. Is that enough? Too much? You want more? If more, what would you like to get more? Let me know in the comment section. Let them know in the comment section as well. I don't know if anyone is going to watch them. I'm definitely going to share that video to them. We'll see what happens. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is me done today. Wheeled vehicles, changes, balancing, 30,000 gold giveaway to celebrate World of Tanks 10th anniversary once again. I hope you enjoyed. That was my second episode actually uploaded today, so a lot of things to cover, a lot of episodes to make. Ladies and gentlemen, much love, stay awesome, stay outside or inside, play some games, have fun, live your life as you want, and bye. But you should be subscribed, of course.